Hi there, my name is Kronenberg and welcome to my channel. This is a film review of Crocodile 2, Death Swamp. It's an action film, came out in 2002. Rating wise, Amazon's got it down as a 15, IMDb is an 18. I'll probably go for 15. Duration again, Amazon is 1 hour and 33, IMDb is 1 hour 29. Amazon is 3.4 out of 5, IMDb is 3.7 out of 10. Both synopses are the same, so I'll just do the Amazon one. A criminal carrying stolen money and gold hijacks a plane that crashes in a Mexican swamp, where the survivors are terrorized by a giant crocodile. The director is Gary Jones, who directed Mosquito. Producers, there's 5 of them, so I've just picked the ones with producer on the name. Boaz Davidson, B-O-A-Z, who produced 16 Blocks, and Frank DeMartini, who produced Elephant White. Music was by Bill Wandel, W-A-N-D-E-L, who did music for Sudden Damage. The cast, again, the main 4, we have Heidi Lenhart, who was Mia, who was in Deadly Sins. John Sklaroff, S-K-L-A-R-O-F-F, who was Sol, who was in Three Kings. Daryl Thieves, T-H-E-I-R-S-E, who was Max, who was in Turbulence. And Martin Cove, who was Roland, who was in Rambo First Blood Part 2. It was filmed in Ramoji Film City in Hyderabad in Telangana in India. And it's also known as Crocodile 2 Death Roll and just Crocodile 2. It actually came up with the alternative name when I was watching the film, because in Amazon it's Crocodile Death Swamp, but when it came up with the titles it said Crocodile Death Roll, Crocodile 2 Death Roll. I thought, what the hell? Am I watching a different film? But no, it is the same film. So it starts off with our thieves entering a bank to rob it. And then I heard a British accent, but then I was looking through the IMDb thing and I couldn't find whether it was British. Maybe it was just a let's put an accent thing on. I don't know. Plenty of shooting as the police arrived, but then I saw one copper who was shot and then he leapt backwards. You know when you're standing still and then you push your feet back to jump backwards. So he got shot and then he sort of went pooh, jumped back. I thought, through some plate glass windows. Like, I think we're supposed to be a bit more fluid than that, but I'm not going to complain. A hostess's job is never fun. So we've just seen Mia, who's Heidi, dishing out drinks to people on board who gave wisecracks, leering, aggressive, and all that. It always makes me kind of just moved off on a tangent when you when you're on a flight and you've got the air hostesses. I mean, they have to cope with the damn trolley as it is, and you always have some sod saying, "Can you just let me go past so I can go to the toilet, please?" But yeah, I always wonder what they have to do with when they got all the drunks and everyone else on there. It's not good. Mind you, the amount of price they charge you for these things, I'm surprised you do get hammered. I'll tell you one thing, the turbulence and the crashing was intense. I've seen a lot of airplane films where they crash. And, you know, you see them with a bit of turbulence while they're all like crapping themselves and strapping themselves in and whatnot. This was intense. I thought, as plane sort of not crashes, but before it even crashed goes, this was good. It's probably going to be how it would be if you were in a bloody plane when it's about to pummel down to the earth. But of course, most people don't survive that, so they can't exactly explain it, can they? It's not something on your bucket list, I don't think. So there was a croc that jumped out of the water and took someone down. It was pretty good on how it happened. It's like the one out with Samuel L. Jackson. I think in the Deep Blue Sea, was it? It's Deep Blue Sea where they're all in the sea. But it kind of reminds me of that film. The way it was done, the way it was like kind of like, oh, you didn't expect that. You know, it was very good. It was fast. But the larger one, it wasn't a larger one. But it was still fast. It looks pretty well done though, the effects wise, compared to other Crocodile films I've seen. And I have seen Crocodile 1, the first one of this series, and I've seen Croc, and I've seen other ones as well. And then I saw someone in his jaws, obviously being bitten, and his arms dangling off, held on by some sort of thread or something. Not thread, but some sinew. But I thought that was pretty impressive. Of course, then we have a story in the legend of the crocodile. Got to have that. Have something in there. I like the bit then literally after the story where Max, who's Daryl, says, "Thank you for that bit of information. That was incredibly helpful and relevant," with a sneer. When he was saying it, I thought, yeah, because it's just like they're all running around and trying to survive, and they got the thieves holding everyone at hostage and stuff like this, and they're just listening to this lovely story. Let's all get around a campfire and just relax and just think of the legend of the crocodile. And of course there's the famous quotes, another one, but this is a famous one that's in most things. Guns don't kill people, people kill people. It was mentioned in the film, and it's so true. When people go, "Oh, the guns are going to kill people," it's like, no, they don't. You put a gun down on the floor, it ain't going to do a damn thing until I pick it up and pull the trigger. Then it'll kill, but it's not the gun killing, it's me. Or whoever it is that's got the gun. Anyway, I like the ending. I'm not going to say anything about it, obviously. But overall, it was a decent film. The crocodile looked realistic. I even saw it running at some points. Swimming was a bit weird, but there you go. But it was fast taking people, the way it took them. I got in the story well. The special effects on the deaths were good. Sorry about that, the dog's just shaking himself off. So yeah, it was good. I'm actually going to give it a 5. I know, average rating, I think, but I enjoyed that. I thought it was really good. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed watching and listening to this film review of Crocodile 2 Death Swamp, or whatever what was it called? I can't remember now. Death Roll. Please subscribe to my channel. I've got plenty of the film reviews on there, so you can maybe find some that you like. Leave a comment in the comment box below. Have you seen this film? If you've seen the first one, and I have. If you haven't seen it, I can, there is the maybe I can put the link to it in this one. I might do actually. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, well, thank you and goodbye.